For decades, the UFO phenomenon lived at the edge of public discussion, somewhere between military secrecy, scientific curiosity, and cultural fascination. But in 2026, that changed dramatically. Following a transparency initiative supported by President Donald Trump, the U.S. government began releasing a large collection of previously classified files related to what are now officially called Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, or UAPs. These are not rumors, and they are not recreated documents. They are real government records, published for anyone to examine. In this video, we'll explore 4 of the most important sources available right now, including official Pentagon archives, independent research tools, and one of the most respected investigative publications covering this subject. 1. AARO GOV UFO. The most significant development is the launch of the official U.S. government portal at GOV UFO. This website serves as the public archive for the first phase of the 2026 Disclosure Initiative. The initial release included roughly 160 declassified items, including PDFs, images, and videos gathered from multiple agencies such as the Department of War, NASA, the FBI, and the intelligence community. The material spans decades. Some records go back to the 1940s, while others involve much more recent military encounters. The key point is that these files are presented in their original form. You can read the reports yourself, examine the photographs, and review the videos without relying on second-hand summaries. The government has stated that additional documents will be added over time. And while officials continue to say that no verified evidence of extraterrestrial life has been established, they also acknowledge that some cases remain unresolved. That distinction is important. Unresolved does not automatically mean alien. It simply means that, after review, a satisfactory explanation has not yet been reached. This portal represents one of the most substantial official releases of UAP material in U.S. history. 2. AARO. The next key source is AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. This is the Pentagon office responsible for investigating unusual objects observed in air, space, and maritime environments. AARO publishes official reports, historical reviews, and case summaries. Its purpose is to separate unknowns from known objects such as balloons, drones, sensor artifacts, and other conventional explanations. One of the most useful aspects of AARO is its methodology. The office emphasizes evidence-based analysis and attempts to apply consistent standards across cases. In its public reporting, AARO has concluded that the vast majority of incidents reviewed so far do not demonstrate evidence of extraterrestrial technology. At the same time, a smaller number of reports remain open or unresolved due to insufficient data. Whether you agree with its conclusions or not, AARO provides the U.S. government's most formal and structured approach to this topic. 3. PentagonUFOFiles. PentagonUFOFiles offers a more user-friendly way to explore the newly released documents. Instead of browsing large government directories, this site organizes the files into a searchable interface. That makes it easier to filter by year, agency, and document type. Researchers and casual viewers alike can quickly move from historical FBI memoranda to NASA transcripts and military case files. The value of this platform is accessibility. It does not replace the official source. It helps make the official material easier to study. For anyone who wants to explore the archive efficiently, this is one of the most practical tools currently available. One of the most useful aspects of this platform is the ability to compare documents from different agencies side by side. When records from the FBI, NASA, the Department of Defense, and intelligence organizations are viewed together, they provide a broader historical perspective. This makes it easier to identify recurring terminology, similar case characteristics, and shifts in how the subject has been addressed over time. For researchers, this kind of structured access is extremely valuable. It reduces the time needed to locate relevant documents and allows more attention to be focused on analysis rather than searching. In many cases, the real significance lies not in a single document, but in the patterns that emerge when multiple records are examined together. That is where a well-organized archive becomes especially useful. 4. Liberation Times. Liberation Times has become one of the most widely cited publications covering UAP developments. Its reporting often focuses on government statements, congressional activity, defense sources, and the broader implications of official disclosure efforts. What makes this publication valuable is its emphasis on sourcing and documentation. Rather than relying purely on speculation, it frequently links claims to public records and named officials. For viewers who want context and ongoing updates, Liberation Times is an excellent complement to the raw files themselves. The documents show the source material. Journalistic analysis helps explain why those documents matter. Another reason Liberation Times has gained credibility is its focus on the policy and national security dimensions of the UAP issue. The publication closely follows legislative proposals, Inspector General matters, and statements from current and former officials who have played a direct role in this subject. This broader perspective helps viewers understand that the conversation is no longer limited to isolated sightings. It now includes questions about oversight, transparency, and how governments handle information of public interest. For anyone trying to stay informed, that context is essential. It helps distinguish between individual claims and developments that have measurable significance within official institutions. Used alongside primary documents, this type of reporting provides a more complete and informed view of the ongoing disclosure process. Conclusion. Taken together, These four resources provide a powerful way to examine one of the most debated subjects of our time. War, Gov UFO gives you the original government documents. AARO provides the official investigative framework. PentagonUFOFiles improves access and searchability. And Liberation Times adds reporting and context. Whether these records ultimately point to advanced technology, misidentifications, or something we do not yet understand, one thing is clear. More information is now available to the public than ever before. And for the first time, anyone can review much of this material directly and draw their own conclusions.